Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Seema Modi. New data showing used car prices are rising faster than other assets, including Bitcoin. Market researcher Jim Bianco is following the activity. He runs Bianco Research. And Jim, tell us about this comparison that you're drawing between used car prices and Bitcoin. What's the correlation and why should investors care?
Well, first of all, used car prices are supposed to be a depreciating asset. They're not supposed to go up in price. Yet this year they've gone up in price 49%, call it 50%. In the last 4 months, they've gone up in price more than 20%. Not only is that more than the S&P, but over the last 4 months, that's more than Bitcoin itself. So if you want to know what the best investment you've probably had in 2021, it's that car sitting on your driveway or in your garage. It is appreciating faster than the stock market and lately even faster than some cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, and if you just take a step back, used cars have been in a lot of demand since the onset of the pandemic. I know we bought a car during the pandemic. We just didn't feel safe at the time back in May or April of last year using public transportation. But given the rise we've seen in used car prices, would you call this a bubble?
Yeah, it probably is a bubble. Like I said, depreciating assets are not supposed to rise, let alone rise 50% in a year. There's no official data, but the anecdotes are that, speculative classes of car flippers and speculators that are buying used cars that want to unload them at a later date at a higher price, that is occurring in the market as well, too. It's got all the telltale signs of a bubble. Now that I've said that, that doesn't mean used car prices are going to peak next week. This could go on for another year. It could go on for 2 more weeks. But yet the activity you're seeing is probably Bubblicious.
And Jim, what does this price dynamic signal about the bigger inflation backdrop going into 2022?
The Federal Reserve likes to use a term called unanchored or unwanted inflation. And that what that means is that when prices start going up, people then start to expect and react to higher prices. What we're seeing in used cars is a rush for people to buy them, a rush for people to speculate on them. Why? Because they both think prices are going to be higher in the near future. So buy it now because it's only going to get more expensive in the future. Speculate by buying them now because you could sell them later in the future. This is exactly what they don't want to see happen because this is that self-reinforcing idea about inflation. Now, I'm not talking about the entire economy, but I do believe you are seeing that right now in used car prices and have been, despite the fact that most economists since about April have been saying used car prices have peaked, they've peaked, they've peaked. As of December 15th, the latest set of data we got, they're just accelerating higher and higher right now. There's no peak, at least as of now. Interesting data point for sure. Jim, great to see you as always, Jim Bianco. Happy holidays. And thank you all for watching Trading Nation. I'm Seema Modi, wishing you a happy and safe holiday as well.